If what's eating you is causing you to eat too much, you can learn how to manage your emotional eating. Weight Loss for People Who Feel Too Much offers a 4-step, 8-week program for managing the hidden cause of unwanted weight gain. The author, Colette Baron-Reid, joins us this morning with more details. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
This is really interesting. So you're saying that empathy is basically causing us to eat more? Can you explain?
Well, it's not even causing us to eat more necessarily, but I had 2 experiences in my life where I gained an inordinate amount of weight, and I had not changed my eating habits that drastically. And so I spent a long time researching and trying to find out what is it that can create excess weight gain in someone without extra eating. So there's 2 conversations going on here. Empathic eating was what I came to the conclusion of, which was that when we are constantly under a low-grade stress, when we're feeling other people's feelings, when we're on social media all the time, and when we're constantly being invited to respond to events that have nothing to do with our local lives. It's the first time in human history where we're all connected through the internet. You know, social media, you go to Starbucks, everybody's looking at their phone and reacting to things that are not happening right in front of them. So we're actually creating this wonderful unified connection, but at the same time there's too much information. We are not equipped, cognitively equipped to carry all of that. So
we're just kind of overload, and then it's probably stressing us out more.
Yes, and there's a portion of the population that are highly sensitive people, and those people, their response reaction will be, and it's all hormonal. I've had all the research, the science behind it. It's amazing to imagine what our minds can do and how the relationship between the mind and the body is fascinating.
That is really interesting. Well, in the book, you actually pinpoint the strong connection between managing emotions and weight. So can you kind of elaborate on that, how we can manage it?
Yes. I ran a class for about 3 years based on the content of a book that I had released a few years ago called The Map, and I have a trademarked psychology process called Envision, and basically what it does is it teaches people to see their emotional experience as a landscape outside of themselves. So I teach people how to do that in the book, and there's also a free class for people to take. So it's really a process that you have to do mentally to detach from your feelings, and then that calms you down and releases hormones in your body to kind of de-stress you, and then you can make better choices from there. Yeah,
I was just about to ask you, I mean, how can you change that? Because it's not like you can really escape from social media and everything that's happening in the world and all around you, so you have to learn how to kind of train yourself, I guess, your emotions.
You do, and it's not a difficult process. It's a 3-minute process, but also I have people go on a media diet, the 8-week program that I have, and it's proven by science that it takes 8 weeks to reprogram the brain. You can create new neural pathways in the brain, so that's why we do it for 8 weeks. But we get people on a media diet. We actually get people off social media, get people off their stressful, yeah, we manage it out that way, and then we eventually get to the food, but it's 3 meals, 2 snacks.
Wow.
Yeah, media diet, and you do this process, and it works.
That is crazy. And you know, social media, we're saying it impacts us in so many ways, and now eating and carrying extra weight.
Not always good.
Right, not always in a good way. Well, what about women? Women are usually, you think of women being more sensitive, and you talked about hormones, hormonal. Do you think that women are more susceptible to empathic eating?
Well, I ran a class. I had over 2,000 students take the class, and 90% of them were women. And so I think we are naturally more intuitive, but to be quite honest with you, it's all of us are on there now. So and you know, so I think that certainly we've noticed the men that are coming on board now with us are telling us the same thing. They feel the same way. They feel the stress, and then you know the 2 conversations, of course, is they gain weight without changing their food, and then the negative self-talk, which then creates more stress. Then you start eating compulsively. And,
wow, it's like a bad circle.
It's a bad circle, exactly.
Okay, well, you're having a book signing later on today, and that's in detail. We have more information for you on the screen. Can you?
Santa Fe.
Right.
Yes, the Arc Bookstore, and it is somewhere in Santa Fe on Romero Street. Oh, there it is, right there.
Yeah, it's on your screen right there. And it's at 4:30. Right, 4:30?
4:30 to 6:30 today, yep. And I'll be taking people through the process, taking their questions, and
That's great.
discussing. Yeah,
Really interesting. You know, we're all trying to be healthier, and this is a very interesting take. And
well, I was 80
hopefully-
pounds heavier than I am now.
Wow.
So,
Well, congratulations
yes,
to you.
So I'm a living proof it works.
All right. Well, let's get that out to everybody then, and make sure you pick up that book. Thank you so much, Colette.
Thank you so much.